falls across the land. The playoff hour is close at hand. Linemen crawl in search of wins. In 2 weeks, postseason begins. And whoever shall win tonight, just as long as the math is right, may stand and claim the conference crown and perhaps a bye in the first round. The folly is stench in the air, the funk of waiting a long year. While grisly ghouls go trick or treat, our gladiators face defeat. And though you fight to stay alive, your team won't call it quits, for no mere mortal can resist the thrill of the Friday Night Blitz.
Time for you to go beast mode, king of the jungle, cause you're in a mode. Time for you to go overload, eat your competition alive, cause you an animal. What's my competition? Only me. Go head to head with my enemies and smash them to smithereens. Calisthenics burning calories, bring that fire ready to blow up, now we're the kerosene. You're a fighter, never gonna give up, never gonna back down. Get up, get up, get up, get up.
Welcome into the Friday Night Blitz and happy Halloween. Take some candy here.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Oh, I almost got you there. It's a Friday Night Blitz. It's a very special Halloween edition. Tyler, well done to that very beginning there. Did you write that yourself?
I can't take too much credit. It's, Michael Jackson, Vincent Price. I just changed a few words, but spooky season all around.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. A spooky season, and you mentioned it, a lot of big games happening all across high school football.
That's right. And look, we got 2 weeks left in the regular season. Well, 1 after tonight, and that means every game counts for something at this point, including our game of the week. It's Conway Christian playing host to Hector. The winner wraps up a 2 seed and gets a home playoff game. Our defending 2A state champs, Conway Christian, therefore playing to make sure this isn't their last home game of the season, but early on it's Hector. Lucas Baker taking it around the edge, and he's gone in for a touchdown. 8-0 Hector after a 2-point conversion. Conway Christian trying to, no, trouble with the snap. Hector lands on the football, and here comes that Hector offense again. Deep ball to Grayson Mulder. He outruns everyone, and then he can stop running in for another touchdown. Hector building an early lead. Conway Christian gonna put up some fight here though. Xander Stone takes it himself, outruns the line, outruns everybody, dives for the pylon and gets it. Conway Christian cuts into the lead, but Hector comes right back. It's Lucas Baker once again taking the handoff, hitting a hole, spinning off one defender, juking to his left. He gets all the way down to the inch line. Hector wins this one 32-12.
All right, let's go up to the Class 6A, the Silven Hills End Zone student section with their Halloween attire on and ready for Sheridan. The Bears hoping to get one step closer to a conference title tonight, but how about the fast start for the Yellow Jackets? Easton Barksdale, the quarterback, patient in the pocket out of nowhere. It's J.P. Black into the end zone. That's 6-0. Sheridan, a couple minutes later, Sheridan defense holding strong. The flashy offense gets the ball. It's Zay Stevens gone with the blink of an eye. The junior finds the end zone. 13-0 Yellow Jackets. Maybe an upset brewing in Sherwood. Maybe not. Late first quarter, Sheridan still in control, but here's where things turn around. An interception here from Silven Hills, Bryson Dixon. And very next play, Isaiah Howell. He is gone 80 yards to the house. That would give the Bears the 1-point lead in the second quarter. Sheridan still doing all they can. Talk about Zay Stevens. Talk about one of the best junior running backs in the state. Makes a pretty good move there. Tells the Silven Hills defender to eat turf. But this one, especially in the second half, belonged to Silven Hills. A healthy dose of Isaiah Howell. Tyler Hampton, that would give the Bears more than enough. They'd have a double-digit lead at the halftime. This one actually still going on because all the points they've put up. Silven Hills leads with about a minute left, 84-46 over Sheridan right now.
You're watching the Friday Night Blitz on THV 11.
All right, we'd love to see both cheerleaders and the band decked out in costume. Lone Oak on the road at Hall, early going. Jaden Mays gets the pass, makes a spin, makes a couple guy miss. He's into the end zone. Already 14-0 Jackrabbits. Next Lone Oak possession, hand off to Caden Stivers. He's going to take this through a sea of orange. In for another touchdown. All right, Lone Oak forces a punt. Hall can't get it off, and then, oh no, disaster. What a bad idea. We got a safety, that's 2 points, and Hall still has to punt the ball. They got to get this one off. It's a safety punt, but Darius Jeffrey fields the bouncing ball, weaves his way through some Warrior defenders, and takes it in for 6. So a safety immediately followed by the safety punt touchdown. Lone Oak just pouring it on at this point. Another punt. This time, Hall gets it away from their end zone. And here, well, yeah, rinse, repeat. Here we go. Darius Jeffrey fields a punt off the bounce. You know where this is going. It's going to the end zone. Jackrabbits led 44-0 in the second quarter. They win 44-6.
Yeah, so big win for Lone Oak, doing what they were supposed to do, and now that sets up a pretty big matchup next week against Mills. We'll talk about that matchup, plus a lot more, including what to look out for and some big games next week that could mean conference title winners. We'll talk about that coming up next in the Friday Night Blitz.
You're watching Friday Night Blitz on THD 11. Go Eagles!
Welcome back into the Friday Night Blitz extra super spooky Halloween edition. Only makes sense. It's October 31st. We got to head to Salem.
Oh, yeah. Is that a witch joke?
It is. No witch trials, though, just football.
Yeah, well, Salem's mascot is not a witch. That's probably good. They're the Greyhounds, and let's check them out up to the northeast. Mayflower, 2 undefeated teams in the 3A. We start in the second quarter, defensive battle. Until this happens, Salem's Jackson Taylor going deep to Ferris Thweet. He makes the catch. The promising drive continuing a little bit later. You can't find the football. Where's it at? Taylor to Thweet again for the touchdown. 6-0 Greyhounds. They take the lead. That would be an important touchdown. A little bit later, Eagles needing a response. Carter Smith, a dynamic quarterback. His turn to air it out deep. That's to Cameron Willis. He makes the catch. A flag is thrown. I don't know if it's because he signaled first down, but now Mayflower has to go back a couple of steps. And here's a little bit of a forced throw for Smith, running for his life, heaving, wait for it, another one into the air, trying to find another connection, this time into the wrong hand, the team that is not his team. Salem would intercept that ball, and a big defensive battle here into the second half. Salem would lead it 6-0. The Greyhounds would hand Mayflower their first loss of the season, 12-7, the final score.
Well, this is Lone Oak taking on Hall again, and we got the wrong video in there, guys. So if we want, we can get to the other highlights later, and let's skip ahead to our playoff scenarios here. All right, because this was week 9, it only figures that what follows is week 10, the final week of the regular season, and we got a lot on the line.
Yeah, there could be a lot more than these, but these are at least the 3 that we know for certain that are going to happen next Friday night. These teams are going to face off each other in a big-time matchup. In the 7A Central, it's Bryant, it's Conway. It's a matchup that we expected to happen between the Hornets and the Wampus Cats. Both of them getting wins tonight, setting up for a big-time matchup as we've come to be accustomed to at the last week of the regular season between the Hornets and the Wampus Cats. In the 4A2, we saw Lone Oak getting the win there. They will face off against Mills next week in Lone Oak, a big-time matchup. If you've been watching THV 11 this week, you've seen how the Jackrabbits are trying to win their first conference title since 2008. A win over Mills next week would give them that. And then finally in the 4A8, Stuttgart and Hamburg, 2 of the top teams in the conference, going to be facing off for a conference championship next week. 2 of the best teams in the 4A will have a shot to win a conference title next week. Obviously, big games happening there, big games all across the state, but those are the 3 that we know as far as next Friday night, some conference title implications.
Happy Halloween from the Friday Night Blitz!
All right, and don't forget that you can text the word SCORES to 501-376-1111 to catch any final scores that you may have missed. The highlights will be up there as well shortly. Again, text the word SCORES and nothing else, just that one word to 501-376-1111. All right, one more week of high school football in the books. Up next, it's Saturday and the Hogs. We'll head to homecoming when we return.